Alrighty, hey there folks, welcome to another train simulator video. We're back on the New York Division Bergen Line by Minerman. This is part 6, and we are on another one of many branch lines that adorn the route. This is called the Piermont branch line, and it used to be part of the old Erie Line. It went from, I want to say, Suffern to Sparkill initially, but what is represented and left today, because as you can see we got Norfolk Southern right here in front of us who serves this line in this area currently. I think what's left is about 7 miles, but it's a nice, well, I won't say pretty. Yeah, it's a pretty little branch line. It's nice. It's been lovingly crafted like the rest of the route. It wouldn't be anything different than the rest of the route, honestly, if not better. But I haven't done a lot of this branch line, to be honest. I feel terrible saying this. I didn't even know it existed until about a week ago when I started going over this whole route. So this is the second time being over here, of course setting up this video that we got here. So anyway, in its current state, in its modern time, it's still served by Norfolk Southern. Typically it's train H55, I believe, and what they'll do is what the Brits like to call top and tail. So we're going to be sandwiching our freight here, and what we got is an old Norfolk Southern GP38-2 high hood, and then we've got a Norfolk Southern SW1500 in the back there. So there are several industries on this line. We're at the last one, sitting here right now, and it's a lumber company. I believe it's called Dykes Lumber. And they get 1 boxcar and 1 center beam per week, so that's what we already got loaded up here. We'll go ahead and take a look at the end of the route. Back here, this is a very nice area. Again, it's an area that's alive. It's got stuff all over it. Apparently, there are dogs all over the place. You'll just have to look. I'm fairly certain I'm not going to find them all. But this is pretty much in Suffern, the town. The last video we did, the Mawa Ford plant, is over that ways. But anyway, we're at the end of the line now. There's all kinds of stuff around here. The line is dead back here under this bridge, and I believe it's a rail trail or a walking trail, bike trail, what have you. And it's what's left back here is covered in grass and weed, and that's kind of what's going on. You can see a buffer right there. But as you can see here, he's kind of created what was left, and that's pretty cool how it would just keep going that way, and just being taken back by Mother Nature, I guess you could say. But anyway, this job would run out of Suffern Yard, which is back that way, if I'm not mistaken. It's a lovely little narrow branch line. This is the kind of stuff I like. This is my bread and butter. I mean, the way he's got the plants placed around here and weeds growing high, old rail ties laying along here, the houses, the buildings. Got a speed marker for this spur right here. Old lumber dude in his flannel, looking extremely lumber worky. And it's a lumber yard, so we got all kinds of wood products. Even got the gate open. That's cool. Open for business. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff around here, and it's cool that a lot of this stuff is served by rail too. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and couple up to our consist waiting here, and we're going to head on down the line. We're going to be going west, I believe, back towards Suffern and towards the Mawa Ford plant from the last video. So let's go couple up to our awaiting consist here. And it is beautiful out here. Still got some nice gentle rolling hills, very green. And there's a grade too, man. It caught me out when I was kind of building this scenario up. Right now we're sitting on about 1.2. and I believe it's all downhill, all the way down to the yard. So we're going to be warming up those brakes. Alright, we have got our consist. We'll go ahead and charge the pipes up. There we go. Alright, so we are set and ready to go. Let's go ahead and head on down the line. We'll hop in the cab here. Albeit only for a short while, because we're going to be looking at all kinds of stuff. Alright, lumber dudes. We'll see you next week. Now, this isn't going to be as long and lengthy as the Wallkill branch line that we did in video 3 of this series. That line was over 20 miles long, I believe, and had several industries. This one's got 4 industries, if I'm not mistaken. And I just saw a Minor Man Jeep, so I'm already triggered. I mean, there's no telling what's hidden out here. It's crazy. All right, that's a Minor Man Jeep. I don't know if Minor Man... Oh, there's a doggy. Doggo. We found a doggy. All right, dog number 1 complete. We'll go ahead and look over on the side of the track. This right here, guys, a lot of you, my fellow Americans, this is a Wally World. Walmart. The biggest and cheapest and most interesting of patrons. Walmart. And it looks like a Walmart. It's got that Walmart look. This here, I don't know what these are. Maybe they're apartments or a hotel or some kind of something. But again, with all this stuff, like the detail just goes out and out and out. It'll get a lot more scenic as we get back closer to, I guess, what you could call downtown Suffern. But here's the interstate here again. This is the same interstate that crosses over the Suffern Yarn Delta down that way, over by the Mawa plant. Got a bunch of warehouses and industry right here behind the railroad. I want to look everywhere, but I'm gonna try not to stall this video forever. It's an old looking building right there. I'm not sure what that is. Looks like some more custom houses, maybe? Oh yeah, look at this, dude. That's nuts, man. Wow. So yeah, it's scenery galore. Alright, we'll head down here and watch this puppy run on by. We got a couple of level crossings. We got a really cool bridge down here that runs over a road and a creek, I believe, at the same time. As we get a bit closer, our next stop is Clayton Container. Just down there on the right. So now these services nowadays, the way they do this, they obviously don't need 2 engines, but I guess the reason they do it is for complete visibility and safety. From videos I've seen and what I've read, I believe that's how it's done. From what I can tell. Go right here and watch the run by. Go ahead and take a look at the map here so you can see what we're working with. Here's where we currently are. That is Dykes Lumber back there. That's the end of the line. And as you can see, it's nice and twisty, and it doesn't look that long, but looks can be deceiving because it when you're back here working, it feels long. Of course, got a power substation right here. I see a little bit of terrain missing right here. Maybe there's like a secret treasure down there. Anyway, I was just right here and I didn't notice it until now. I got right in this angle. Anyway, from everything I've seen on this route, that just one little thing that's, I guess, not right or out of place, I guess you could say. You know, not to bash it in any sense of the word, but that's like the only thing I've seen that's not 110% perfect. Anyway, this looks like a drive-in or something. Drive-in type diner. Got that thing going back there, maybe? Hotel as well. Okay, so if that's a Days Inn, what is this going to be? Like an IHOP or Denny's? I'm thinking of Denny's, maybe. I think that's how it usually works. But the town looks great. There's a few neat things around here. Walmart, of course. Who doesn't love Walmart? There's a monastery down here as well. From the little bit of research I've done. We got to make sure we stop this thing, by the way. We got to back up Dunnigan right there. Anywho, here is our next... Whoop. Some sweet camera work going on again. Here's our next pickup. So this as well is like a... I'm not sure what it is. It's a boxcar. It might be some kind of paper works or something like that. But we got a couple of semi-trucks sitting out here by the road waiting to pick up a load, which looks completely normal. You know, that's what they do. They can't do much else when they're too early or whatnot, waiting on something to pick up. Anyway, we got to back the consist up here so I can hop over to this adjacent track. Went a bit too far, lollygagging. Alright, we're going to drop these off. Let gravity take over, do its thing. We're still on a 1% grade right here. We're going to run back by this switch and then back up here. And it's even got its own speed board as well. Love this kind of stuff too, by the way. Any kind of small branch line industry where the rails run over the road, stuff like that. Totally dig it. This guy right here on the right's got the best seat in the house. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and switch this over. And just for what it's worth, I did not put the maximum amount of cars that these places turn on a weekly basis. I've got about half, so you can drag probably close to 20 cars out of here, 15, 20 cars. Alright, let's watch it run back here across the street. 1.7 right there, coming across the street. So you really got to watch what you're doing around here. When I was setting this up, I tested it out, keeping the cars on the back of the Jeep here, and it was a handful, so that's why I just left the consist out there where it is now. Make it a little bit easier. Alright, there we go. We got that sucker. Alright, let's go ahead and drag it back out onto the branch. Make sure there ain't no traffic coming. Alright, so we got Dykes Lumber and Clayton Container done. Next up, we're grabbing some beers. It's called Manhattan Beer. They do, I think, 1 boxcar and 2 reefers per week, or per turn. Alright, yep, there's that downgrade getting after me there. Went a bit too far. Alright, let's switch it back. And then we're hopping just right up. Actually, you know what? No, we'll run down and get Manhattan right now. Matter of fact. And look who it is. Now, if you're coming from the other way, you'd probably have a hard time seeing him with those bushes right there. We have another wild minerman sighting. There's our switch. Let's go back and grab those 2 reefers. Now, there's a sighting here as well, as you can see, Dunnigan Sighting West, and you can absolutely use that if you would like, but I, at this moment, saw no need to, but it's there if you want to use it or need to use it. Now, you'd most likely in real life have the conductor standing right there, so wouldn't be completely necessary to be so loud with the horn, but it's, you know, it's train sim, and this is one of the best damn horns in the game. got him. Go watch him run back out real quick. Alright, so we got Dykes Lumber, Clayton Container, and Manhattan Beer. Done and done. Nice 1.6% grade. So just crossing this road right here on both sides is a pretty sharp grade. Might be able to hear the reefer Jennies running here. It's kind of cool about these cars. Most of these cars I got here, by the way, are the jointed rail Searchlight simulation rail cars. All except for that that center beam back there. See if we can hear it running here. They usually pop on and off. Alright, well I don't know if it's random or not. Normally you can hear them cutting on and off. Anyway, that's besides the point. Let's go grab our consist back there. There we go. I can hear him now. Oh, shit. Oh, man. I have just been fired. First day on the job, H55, Norfolk Southern. Lasted all of 30 minutes. I forgot to put the damn switch back, man. Rookie mistake. Come on. Total rook. Alright. Let's try that again, shall we? Total rookie mistake. Alrighty, now that that is done, let's try that again, shall we? There you go. Now you can hear the Jenny running on the refrigerators. The compressor. That's cool, man. And they shut off and on as well, which is, you know, like a refrigerator does. Alright, next and last pickup of H55 is PAR Pharmaceuticals. Now, they quintessentially are the heaviest consignee of this entire little branch line. They do quite a few cars. We're going to be picking up, I think, 3 or 4. But on average, they do 2 covered hoppers weekly, 2 more covered hoppers, 4 box cars, and then 4 box cars. So what's that? 8, 4 and 8. So that's 12 cars. I don't know the consistency, but quite a few. All right, we got the consist. Go ahead and throw the train brake handle on. Let's hop back in the cab here. Alright, goodbye, Miner Man. He has got to be elsewhere on this branch line, I would think. I'm certain we'll see him again. Alright, so right up there where that bridge is about where we're going to stop and reverse back into PAR Pharmaceuticals. This place is pretty darn big back here. Go ahead and hop out and take a look. So here it is right here. They obviously do over-the-road trucking as well. And it too has got the obvious, you know, mixed building asset thing going on. But this place is massive, man. Absolutely large and in charge. Here's the office here. And that's what's cool about this, because this is what these buildings look like, you know. They're just a massive warehouse with like a tiny little corner of a couple of 100 square feet of like office space, you know, and that's what that is right there basically. And of course that is custom made, and it just looks great. That's how they look, man. Of course this whole place is done like that. You can just fly through it all, you can easily tell. But here are our cars. Got a gate as well, which is cool. Stop way too soon. I tell you what, we still got quite a bit of trackage down there, and that's where the scenery really starts back towards Suffern. So I'm just gonna shut these on the back of the 15. We'll do the first ever Norfolk Southern with SW1500 DPU power. I hope this works. I didn't try it. I don't see why it wouldn't work, but here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. Alright, PAR Pharmaceuticals. And they got 2 tracks as well. I'm not sure how they fill them. I would like to know that, though, as far as the covered hoppers. Maybe they open the garage doors and they got some kind of tube arm they just, you know, throw over the top of the hoppers, or they take from the hoppers. Not really certain about that, but anyway, let's go back and grab them suckers. go back here and wait on them. Of course, once again, this is a Norfolk Southern jointed rail searchlight boxcar. Some of the best boxcars in Train Sim. I can't find a whole lot of really nice boxcars. There's that one free RR Mods boxcar, but other than that, I've been very unsuccessful finding any really good new modern boxcars. This Norfolk Southern black boxcar right here, that's from, I think that's from the Erie Line assets, and I lied. It's not all jointed rail searchlight assets. These are the AB Studios covered hoppers right here. We got CEFX and ADMX, which those are really nice as well. I would recommend checking his pack out if you have not yet. It's got all kinds of stuff. Well cars, TOFCs, covered hoppers, tankers, all kinds of stuff. Alright, coming in a little too spicy. Just let gravity do its thing. Whoa! Alright, there we go. We got him. That is a world first. Probably not a world first. I'm sure it's been done. But a channel first anyway. Switcher DPU. How about them apples? Alright, let's head back towards the yard in Suffern. Go ahead and throw the reverser back forwards. And again with little details right here, like this wall. You know, he could have just left like a terrain texture right there, but he's got this nice stone wall built right there. It's just a nice, shady little branch line. It just looks really nice back here. Probably some houses or apartments, townhomes. Just gonna look around. We didn't look around back here. There's no telling what you might find. Man, that place is huge. Ah, even got the wall coming all back there too. That's nice. And this road as well. I'm noticing this road, so you've got like the road itself, and then you've got what I'm assuming is like parallel parking spaces on the side here. Maybe that, or like a bike lane or something. So that right there in itself, man. You know, just not just laying the road down, but laying the right of way on both sides. So little details like that, or you know, just make things so nice. And it's all over back here, actually. All right, here's one of the bridges we're going to be rolling under here. Watch her come out of there. Probably gonna need to throw a couple pounds of air on it. Let it get away with itself. Norfolk Southern hasn't had the best track record as of late. Sure, I don't need to tell a lot of you, so I don't want to add to that, in game or otherwise. What's back? Yeah, he's. Whoa! Camera's going nuts. Sorry about that. That's my game loading. My hard drive about to eat itself. I don't know what this is. Maybe like a hospital or something. It's a pretty large facility as well. Alright, we got a 20 now that we're at all the industries there. There it comes. Look at that, man. There's just something about branch lines and single track. A nice, thick, wooded area. Love the way that stuff looks. Ah, Miner Man Jeep. I see no Minerman unless he's in the Jeep. But that's what's so amazing about this route is you go off the beaten path, and it's still done up to the nines, man, as far as detail. Just the little things that make it not so bland, what we often get in train sim. There's the chooch. A couple of roundabouts there. Look at that, man. I can't imagine laying that out. And even the siding. That's pretty clean. Now there's the main line back that away. Where the highway curves around there, you can see that is Suffern. That's Suffern Yard. Up here, I believe it's a park now, but this was an old quarry, and you can easily tell. And once again, the fact that he added this in, that's cool. That is pretty cool, because I saw this and I had to look it up. I'm like, that doesn't look like a lake, it doesn't look like a pond. And I looked it up. Google Maps is your friend, and sure enough, it's a quarry. Another Minor Man Jeep. Or it was a quarry anyway, sorry. So we are definitely getting closer to town, and this is one of my favorite parts. I saw this setting this scenario up. This bridge here goes over the road and the creek. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it is a river. But this bridge, it's obvious as well that this is, two bridges molded together, and it fits, man. It works. Instead of just slapping one bridge on there and having it look samey, again, the little details for like the upteenth time. Got another crossing right here. Some crossing action. Almost looks like a hump right here, doesn't it? I believe it may be, because it seemed like the train was having to work up, coming up to that level crossing there. And we'll slow right down, because there's many cool parts of this branch line, but this is one of the coolest over here. Not this way I'm going. I'm genuinely looking right now. But this, I believe this is like the old downtown. It's definitely got an old downtown look to it. Ah, we got another crossing. So that's 3 crossings. I thought there were 2 for some reason. Now, there used to be a passenger train that came out here back in the day. And from what I've read online, they tried to bring it back. But, people in the area were not keen on some noisy diesel, running through here a couple of times a day, because there are quite a few houses right off this little cozy branch line. You can see like a bus stop here, I would imagine, which is pretty cool. Obviously, another post office. Got all the USPS Jeeps. Man, that's just a sight right there. This looks so good. Flag hanging in the background. So you've got this nice safety railing all along. And then right through here, this is like a 5-way. Is this a 4-way? 5-way. It's a funky intersection. But watching the train roll through right here is a really cool thing. So So you got street going off that way, 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 and then the rail line that goes out into the yard that way. And right here behind us is, or was, a railroad museum. If you look on GPS or Google Maps now, it says it's closed. I don't know if that's due to COVID pandemic status or what. But it was an old station, I believe, and now a let's make sure we can scoot out to the yard here. But look at that crossing, man. That funky four-way intersection and the train going right across. So yeah, that right there, that might be the museum. There's a parking lot here. Got us going under the bridge, just like in the last video pointed out. Here's Minerman once again. Now, I kind of had this set up with the Mawa Ford assembly kind of in one go, so I went over and did that, and then came over here and did this, so that's why you see the EL-2s over there. It's two totally different time periods, and again, that's what's cool about this route, is you can do that handily and easily. So this up this way is Suffern. This is where a lot of your passenger trains are going to start getting pretty heavy right through here. Here's the actual station right here. And we are going to continue on that in the next video, because it just keeps going, man. And it starts getting real thick with passenger stuff. And yeah, it's a lot of stuff down there. There's a nice looking gas station here. Guy chilling out there. But yeah, we'll pull over into the yard. And also this mountain over here, there's a state park, I believe, and a lot of trails up here. So probably hike up there in real life and get a nice view of this whole area. Almost looks like a turtle shell kind of sticking out in the middle of everything. But that's it, guys. Norfolk Southern H55 has done its duty with a YouTube Schnauzapala's channel first. SW1500 acting as DPU. Completely ridiculous, but for the sake of time, we did it. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. On to the next one. I'll catch you next time. Take care out there. Bye.